In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Dear students and respected viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to start chapter number 9 of class 11 mathematics. Dear students and viewers, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel first and then press the bell icon so that you can receive notifications for every upcoming new video. Chapter number 9 is about polynomials. What is a polynomial? Let's discuss this. A polynomial is defined as an algebraic expression that is constructed using the following specific elements. Among these elements, first of all, we have the variables. Variables are essentially those quantities that can change or vary. These include English alphabets such as X, Y, A, B, C, D, and so on. After this, we have constants. Constants are our numbers like 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, etc. Here, you must remember that the power of the variable must be non-negative integers. This statement simply means that the power of the variable we have will always be a non-negative integer. In other words, the power is strictly required to be non-negative and it cannot be inside the negative range. It must be within the positive range. For instance, x to the power of minus 2 is not allowed. This is incorrect. The power of x can be 2, it can be 3, or it can be 5. So this means that the power of x can be positive, but it absolutely cannot be negative. After this, we have the second point to consider, and this point states that no variable is divided and no negative or fractional powers are allowed. This specifically means that in our expression, no variable can be divided. In a polynomial, no variable can go to the denominator and divide. Like here, it is dividing, so this is not a polynomial because the variable x inside it is dividing. Similarly, you have just learned this point, that we can have non-negative integers, meaning no power can be negative, that is also invalid. Next, we have fractional powers. If you find the square root of x, what does it mean? It means x to the power of 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 is a fraction. If the power is a fraction, it will not be a polynomial. Next, the degree of polynomial. What is the degree of polynomial? The highest power of a variable in a polynomial is called its degree. In any polynomial that we have, the greatest power of the variable, which is the highest power present in the expression, is exactly what we refer to as the degree of the polynomial. Now, what does this mean? Let's understand with an example. Hopefully, you will understand. Here is the example. 3x cubed plus 2x cubed plus 1. Just observe closely that in this specific example, the variable x that you have, x has the greatest power. In this case, its power is equal to 3. Yes, so after this we have the types coming up. How many types do we have? We have exactly 3 types. Which ones are they? First, there is monomial. It is binomial. It is trinomial. First, let's discuss what a monomial is. A monomial includes only one term. It can contain just one term, like 5x, this is a term. We can also have something like 4x in it. It can also be 7x. In a monomial, we can only include a single term. After this, we get the second type of polynomial, which we call a binomial. As you can tell, B means 2. The previous one we had was a monomial. Mono simply means one term. For example, we can have an expression like x plus 3. This is a binomial because it contains two distinct terms, x and 3 combined together. It is a perfect example of a binomial. We can also include x square plus 4 because it also contains only two terms, x square and 4. After this, let's move on to our third type, which is the trinomial. In this too, tri means 3. So as is evident from its name, trinomial, it means that inside it we have only and exactly 3 terms that can be used. Look here, check this example, x square plus 2x plus 6. Inside this is a term, this is a term, and this is a term. We have 3 terms in this. X squared is a term, plus 2x is a term, and plus 6 is also a term. We have more examples of polynomials ahead. This is just one simple example. Please carefully note in these types that none of the powers we have are negative, none of the powers are in fractions, and essentially none of the powers or variables are being divided or placed down in the denominator.